Hey, what's up, Ian? This is a demo video for you for your very small boy Dagobah Yoda saber from Korbanth. This guy is, I don't even know how long it is. Let me grab my calipers. Not very long at all. A total length of 5.4 inches long. Install it with a Proffie. It is a one button setup. So your one button is right here. This is a plunger switch. I'll show you how to put the chassis in. It does need to be done a certain way. All right, but that is your switch. This piece is on a magnet, so you can take it off if you like. And it goes on right there. It's got two long magnets, one there, and it goes right into place. Okay, you've got your stock V3 NPXL in here. I do have your blade plug out for now, but I'll put it in later and show you that you have some nice shine through. All right, but what you want to do to get to the chassis is you just want to come over here and unscrew your pommel. Everything in here is going to be tight. I put a lot of stuff in here, but once you take that off, you'll see your speaker. Come over here from the emitter and just push out your chassis. Just push it straight out. All right, and then you can go ahead and pop it out like that. And this is what we've got here. So you got your Proffie board. Now, unfortunately, you do need to pop this board up for USB and SD card access. There was no way for me to get around that just because this guy is so small for a chassis. All right, but I didn't adhese the board down. It's just a press fit. So you can very easily pop this guy up like that, do what you need to do, and snap it back down. I did purchase the little green friend sound font from Kyberphonic to put on this guy, so it's on there. A copy of your config file is on the SD card, so you can see what I did. I put a 9-pixel strip right behind these holes right here, and then I put another 9-pixel strip on the other side right behind these holes. If it wants to focus, it can be kind of hard to focus. There we go. To give you some shine through. You had asked that I just please not do a simple tube, so I tried to do as much as I could with it. With the limited amount of space that I had. Okay, I had to go with an 18350 removable battery. Because this is going to Ireland, I will not be shipping the battery, but this is a Keep Power protected cell 18350. I did take the sticker off of it, and that's probably something you'll want to do as well. All right, so that's the type of battery this guy takes, and it is a tight fit. I used a 22 millimeter Smuggler's Outpost Nano Elite speaker, and I fully enclosed it, so was able to fully enclose it there. It sounds really good. Of course, your stock V3 that I showed you, and then your one switch right here, and that's pretty much it. We'll go ahead and we'll throw a battery in this guy. When you're throwing it in, be careful. It does have to go straight in. You can't put one side in before the other. You have to literally put it straight in. Just like that. As you can see, I've got your blinkies doing a little something when the saber's off, but they will time out if you don't turn the saber on right away. And we'll just kind of hang out here for a second so you can see him time out. That way it doesn't kill your battery. A couple more seconds, they should turn off. Just like that. All right. Now, when putting this into your saber, you're going to have to do it a certain way. This plunger does not have a spring. It just kind of free floats. So if you could see it when I hold it upside down, just kind of free floats. It doesn't have very much travel at all, but you want that plunger facing down when you put this chassis in. All right, and then line up your channel right there in your chassis with your plunger, and you can see it from the emitter side. Make sure it's facing down, and then just push it all the way in. I kind of do this in the light. Just like that. Once you do that a few times, it's very easy to do, but there's nothing to clock the chassis except for when you get to this plunger. So you will want to make sure you do that a certain way, and then push this all the way up until it butts up right up against the threads. All right. Now you can take your pommel and screw it back on. And that is how you lock the chassis down. And now it won't twist on you. We can come over here and hit power. I gave you twist off. Fair warning, it can be a little bit tricky to line that chassis up with that plunger switch. So if you don't get it on the first try, take it back out, try it again. It will line up. There's just not a whole lot going on in this, and there's just no other way to put the chassis in. All right, you have to be dead center with that switch channel and your plunger system. So when you get it, you finally get it, it's good to go. Auxiliary, just tap on it for blaster bolt deflex. We're going to loosen this screw. So you have a Phillips head screw right here. That is your blade retention. I'm going to loosen that up just a little bit and get it out of the blade socket. I don't have a small 7/8 inch blade, which is what this takes. I do have a 7/8 inch blade though. So we'll put it in here and we'll tighten it down. I'm not going to use the blade retention because my blade is super tight. But once you get it in there, you can fire it up. I mean, this is a small saber. If I had a normal saber to compare it to, like this is a custom scrap flex of mine. I mean, it's wild. You could probably put this entire saber back here in the handle and still have plenty of room. All right, so yeah, it is a small boy, but it works fine. Blade lockup is holding down the button and hitting the saber. Playing your soundtrack is a double tap on the button. This one starts off kind of low. Hopefully you can hear it. And it's another double tap to turn off. Just like that. All right, so we'll go ahead, take the blade out of this guy. If you have a brand new blade, you'll definitely want to do some sanding. And before we take the chassis out, I'll just slide your blade plug in here real quick to show you once it's all in, it's still got plenty of shine through. Just like that. All right, but you will want to take it out so that you can take your chassis out. I will go ahead and take the pommel off like this. Once again, it's good practice to make sure that plunger switch is facing the bottom so gravity drops it off of the switch. And then just push your chassis straight out and you can pull it out like this. And there it is. You may need a tool to come in here or you can take it out with your finger just like that. But that's basically your Dagobah Yoda saber. Let me know if you have any questions, and if not, I will get this out in the mail to you first thing Monday morning. Thanks, man.